Okay, hello, welcome to the stream. So, just give me a moment. I need to go and retrieve my sleeping bag, which is a few hundred blocks away. I wasn't going to show what I was doing on video this morning on stream, but I died just before I went live, so you're going to get the joys of a spoiler for next week's video. For anyone that is watching when we get there. Nice little treats for you. That is, though, if I can get across here. So, let's head over this way, and then what we're going to do is we're going to continue to breed villagers and continue to get our lab ready for the multiple farms we build. Okay, so we are just going to head over to where we were building earlier, which is at the Redwood Forest. Right, so it's at the Redwood Forest, or near the Redwood Forest, I should say. It's not actually in the Redwood Forest. And as I said, I wasn't going to show you this off video, but yeah, as I say, I did kind of die just before coming on stream, so... and also, I got delayed. I lost track of time, so I was meant to travel back before the stream, but... kind of lost track of time, to be honest. Right. So. Just over this... ooh, what is that? Ooh, hang on. Purple wildflowers. Nice. That is a Quetzal that is... really rather annoying. And we are coming up to where we are building on our video. So it is next to the water rather deliberately. And ouch. Sorry, I went in a sweet berry bush. It's not a clever idea. Right, so... this is the biome we're building in. You can kind of see a little arch there. Yeah, this biome is very difficult to see what's going on, but... let's go on to the dock that I built. And that is what we are building off... no, I was going to say off camera. We're building it on video, not off camera. But yeah, it's a zoo. And we've got a wall going around there. It's going to continue over that way at some point. But that is what I built this morning for next week's video. But that is all you're going to get to see. You're not going to get to see any more of that on the streams. But yeah, this is the build. Let me make sure. Yeah, we can leave that, I think. I think we can leave most of this here. For next time we're building in this area. Though I will take the sweet berry bushes, actually. I'll take some sweet berries. Right. Ow. These Quetzals need to leave me alone. So, yeah, what we'll do is we will head home. And, hopefully... get to work for today. Ow, I've walked into the berry bushes again. Right. let's head over this way. We know which way we're going. Through the Firwood Forest. And over this way. And we're already actually at the Lavender Fields, which is where we actually live. So let's head up this way. I need to grab some more potatoes as well. Just because we've only got 22 left. I also need to figure out the waterways. Is there a way that I can get from the zoo to my house? I need to figure that out at some point. Right. Let me go over this way. And I think we should be coming up to our house pretty soon, I think. We'll more than likely see the storage building first. I'm guessing that it's just over there, I think. Though I fear I've gone too far. I'm a little bit concerned that I've got myself lost. We'll have to see because... hang on. Yeah, I know where I am actually, yeah. I am right. There we go, right, so. Yeah. Our storage building is just over there on the horizon. I fell in the water. I did that enough earlier. Like, I don't need to fall in the water again. I did that enough in the video. The video, by the way, will come up next week. I've not edited it yet, not started editing it yet, so it's definitely not going to go up this week. But that is perfectly fine, because I did record it with the intention of uploading it next week. So let's head up this way. Alright, there we go. So we're at our house, where we live, which is good. So what we need to do is get that sheep over there, actually. We need to get that sheep into our lab, I think. Because that will be massively, massively helpful. Do I have... I do have more potatoes. Yay, good. Right, so. Oh, Quetzals again. Seriously. Right, let's head over across the Redwood Bridge. And we should be able to get some stuff sorted. So. Do I not have a lead? I thought I had a lead in this area somewhere. I do have a lead. Good. And I need the shears anyway. So let's leave here for a moment. And what we're going to do today is we're going to, as I say, prepare the lab for all of the works that we are going to be doing. However, where's that sheep gone? The sheep's done a runner. That's a skeleton, not a sheep. Not really wanting the skeleton. Okay, we'll have a look in the morning because I've still not made any armor. That is why we need to do the iron farm, but I'm not doing the iron farm today because anytime I make one without a tutorial, I mess it up. So we are most definitely going to wait till we're off camera. So what we'll do is we'll grab we'll get a sheep, and as we sort out the lab, we should get enough cobblestone and that to build the iron farm. And so hopefully we'll be all good. That sheep though, I think the sheep's disappeared completely. Which is really annoying. I was really hoping I'd get a second sheep. Because so what I want to do is I want to make an automatic sheep farm. But in order to do that, I'm most definitely going to need an iron farm. I'm also going to sort this quetzal out. There we go. That is that dealt with. Let me just see. Do we have anywhere any sheep over here? Because that would help as well. And I'm just going to make sure that we don't have too much resource hanging around in these farms. And I need to remember that chest of redwoods there. Because some of the resources do get stuck in the farm. So I do need to make sure that they're not getting stuck. But yeah, it doesn't look like there's any sheep. So we'll just keep our eye out to see if we can get some more sheep later on. And this is what I mean, because I don't think the farm's working very efficiently, to be fair. The actual farm's working great. But I don't think the minecart's working properly. It's coming, but it's not picking anything up. So is it getting filled again? Let me see if it's full again. If it's full, we might need to invest in some more hoppers to try and reduce the issues. So let's have a look, because we've had this issue before. So we'll just break that. I think we need to do something with sugarcane. And we have loads of melon, right. Yeah, you see it's filling up really quickly. So we might need to invest in more hoppers. But we'll leave that emptying into that hopper for now. Just so that we can get it back on its way. And that is a very, very big problem. Is that farm is just filling up a bit too quickly. Why are we missing a potato? I don't know. Right, I need to harvest this because I need my villagers to continue breeding, so we need to give them some more bread or wheat. Doesn't actually matter which. So we'll do that. There we go. And then if we head back out here. The other thing what we can do is, yeah, we can add an extra minecart with hopper and see if that helps. Because then each of us do a shorter journey. And hopefully then it might cope better. Or at least that's the idea, because it's just getting very full and I think it's not stopping enough here. But for now, it's okay. And let's drop all of the stuff there. See if we could get out with all the villagers in the way. There we go. Right. So, where do we want to start? because... Oh, we got a cat. I was about to say got a fish. I need fish to tame it. And I don't think I have any fish here. So, I know, I'm getting distracted. Let me get some fish. Let's tame a cat. I know it's not what we said we're going to do, but you know, we've got a nice cat spawner, so we may as well get some cats. And then what we need to do is, I think we need to get some diorite, which is not an issue. Where's fish? Have I only got one raw salmon? Is that all I've got? It genuinely is. Well, let's see if one raw salmon will be enough to tame a cat. Why do I keep wanting to call it a fish? I don't know. I do know the difference. Right, let's go back over and tame the cat, or try and tame it. We've got one fish. We'll use it sparingly and we'll be okay. That's the idea. Let's head in here. So where's the cat gone? Don't tell me the cat's despawned as well. Oh, hang on. The cat could actually be anywhere. I've just thought the cat can literally get pretty much anywhere. Because it could just go up there and into the thing, but we'll keep that on us. It seems like we have a massive issue on things despawning, which is really annoying. Let me just check my settings. Give me a second. Let's have a look then. Okay, we'll turn down the tick speed. I have the tick speed set to 20 normally, but I think also the farms are doing too well, so we'll put that down so that things are a little bit slower. Because that might help keep the farm working. If the farm's going a bit slower, we might not clog up quite as quickly. But what we'll do is, if we put all of that up here. Oh, there's a little cave here. Should we see if there's any diorite in here? I don't have many torches, so... Let's see... Hang on. I think I know where we are. There's also a baby zombie, and I hate baby zombies. Let's use the water to our advantage. There you go. Right. I am pretty sure that this is the same cave that's below my house. Which means that we're unlikely to find anything of any actual use down here. But we might find... Yeah, because this is... that's a witch. And she's just slowed me. Okay. Yeah, this goes up to my house. Okay. I mean, that's useful to know. Yeah. Right. I'm just going to stick some stuff in here temporarily because my pockets are way too full with stuff that I don't actually need. How long do we have slow for? 23 seconds? That's not good. I don't want to be slowed for 23 seconds. Right, so the main bit we've been to is over in that area there. So is there any diorite round this area that's going to be easy for me to just dig into a wall? Oh, why is there so many zombie villagers? I always have this issue. I always seem to end up with loads of zombie villagers. And I've not got a brewing station, so we can't really cure them. Nice as it would be to cure these. For now, we just kind of need to kill them because I can't keep them locked up. No, there's no diorite over there. Okay. We need to find a better cave than this. Because all I've ever found in this cave is mainly just stone, so I say we're going to be better off going in for a new cave. Because, I mean, we don't want to keep going in the same caves, so useful as it is to have this cave here, it's not very helpful because when it's an empty cave. So let's see then. If we get ourselves another pickaxe, or another couple of pickaxes, because I think the cave over on the other side of the river has got some stuff in it. I'm guessing we don't have any more pickaxe. Oh, we have another stone pickaxe. Okay. And we have another minecart with hopper. So, right, one thing at a time. Come on. One thing at a time. There we go. Kill the creeper. Get it out of the way. And then let's cross this water. I don't have an intention to build a bridge across this bit of water. Because I'm thinking, if I can get this to link up to where my zoo is, I want to build a dock at my base. And then we can go between the docks to do what we need to do. That seems like a good idea. I'm also just going to collect all this salmon. I'm going to collect the salmon just because if we do find more cats spawning in our base or in our lab, we can have a lot more fish to deal with. And we don't have to go do the boring task of fishing. Admittedly, whatever dinosaurs these are, they really don't like fish. They really don't like fish. But, you know, I don't care, to be honest. It's good to know that I've always got a nice, healthy supply of fish. From dinosaurs that have a real big vengeance against the fish. Right. So this cave has granite. Do we have diorite in here? Yeah. Absolute tons of it. Underwater though, which isn't helpful. Oh, so should we just help ourselves to some iron? And then let's head up this way. Because so far, all the diorite we have is under here. There's actually some iron here. Sorry. Distracting again. So we have that. I could do with emptying this of water. before we start mining it, but unfortunately it's very difficult to just empty a pool of water without a sponge. I mean, I'm hoping that's not all the diorite there is in this cave, because that would be annoying. Let's have a look up here. Have a look up here, see if there's any diorite. Oh, there's some diorite there. That's good. Let's hope there's a lot here. Annoyingly though, there is water around here as well. But we see straight away we've got loads of diorite. I could do that because then I can mine the 3x3. Though it does look like there's a lot of other stones intertwined with the diorite, so we are going to be getting a little bit of stuff we don't want. Where's this water coming from? There and there, I think. And there. Okay, right, there we go. We've cleaned up the water, so at least we're not going to get hurt from that push sugars anywhere we don't want to be. Let me place that there, because I'm going to continue mining the diorite anyway. And we can mine the floor, because what I want to do with this diorite is I want to turn it into diorite brick, which is from the furniture add-on. For anyone that does want to know, it is from that add-on. I didn't bring any sticks with me, which means that my ability to keep getting diorite is limited. Let's use some good words. Right, let's close that off again. And we still have this here. There we go. Right, so let's go and get another couple of pickaxes. Let's do that, and we can run over here. Because we've got, how much did we get? Oh, we got like 2.5 stacks. I don't know if it's a very good conversion, take it to be diorite brick. I need to have a look. Because I cannot remember if it's a 1-for-1 transfer. To be good if it is, but it might not be. Because I believe we need to make polished diorite. Okay, yeah, it is a 1-for-1, so we can make that all into the diorite brick. I'm going to go small brick. If we do that, and then we could get some diorite pillars as well. So that's what we're going to do the lab out of. We are going to have to expand the lab a bit more anyway, because we're going to need to do a full... I think we're going to need to do a full storage system to keep the farms running and not getting clogged up. Because when we've got the 16 wool, or 16 sheep all making wool, as well as the sugarcane farm, the melon pumpkins, and the iron farm, which going to produce poppies and string, I think, yeah. Unfortunately, it produces string as well, so it's a bit of a challenge to not have it clog up. And so I think what we need to do is have loads of minecart with hoppers, one for each farm, going into a feed of hoppers to then send it into an automatic storage system should work nicely. Let's see if we got. Let's turn that into wood, and then turn it into sticks, and then make. From that, we can make some pickaxes. Seems like a good idea. Me make sure my villagers are all doing well. You didn't pick up any of the wheat. Why are we not picking up wheat? Oh, hang on. It's because mob griefing's off. No, we don't want to go into friends. Right. Let's temporarily turn mob griefing on. There we go. And then we can turn mob griefing off again, just so we don't have any issues with creepers. There we go. And then hopefully we can start getting the more baby villagers, because I think let me just check. Right, how many villagers to spawn Iron Golem? So it says at least 10 villagers with 20 beds. They must have stepped recently and be linked to beds to create a valid village. Okay. So the more villagers we have will increase the spawn rate. But overall, we just need 10 to 20, all with job site block. Okay. What am I doing? Right. Oh, the cat's in there. There's a cat in there. Yeah, we've got a cat. Right. Me see if I can get this cat to teleport out of the cage. There we go, right. If anyone wants to name the cat, they can name the cat in the live chat. Come on, cat, follow me. There we go. And we'll place the little cat there. Am I right in saying, is there like a pet bed or something? Or is that in a different pack? Let's just type bed. Ah, yes, the pet beds. Okay, what we'll do is we'll make a bed for it at some point, but that's good to know. Me get rid of that. So, did I grab... No, I didn't. What did I do with my shears? We also need to actually make a bed for our lab. Because we're always in the lab when it's nighttime. We always end up actually at the lab. So, it would be useful, I think, to make a bed rather than keep using a sleeping bag. A name suggestion from Mystic Moon Amber. Yeah, that's a nice name. We'll see if we get any others, and then we can decide from that. Though I think currently you are the only one watching, so you've got a good chance that it might be named. Okay, yeah. So on my thing it says I've got only one person watching, but I don't know how accurate that is, to be fair. I'm also thinking I might need to make a crafter at some point. Me have a look. Right, let me go and get my shears back, so I think I just stuck them in my house. Let's go over there then. Yes, I stuck my shears in the house. Good. Right. So if we go and shear the sheep, get some more wool, eventually we will hopefully get a second sheep spawning around the farming area. And it gave us 3 wool, which is perfect. So if we make a bed... I've got no wood on me. Let's make... hang on. We can make some jacaranda planks. If we get 2 wood, we can make some jacaranda, which means we can make a bed. Yes, we can make a bed, and then we could dye the bed when we have another dye. Can I pick that up though? They gave us another 3 wool, so we can make another bed. And then, I know I'm getting distracted now. Shall we make a purple bed? We will make a purple bed, why not? So let's make 2 purple dye, 2 purple beds. And then, how do I make... Okay, and then we need 2 of any normal type of wood. Okay. The reason I'm doing this, by the way, is I'm thinking that if we go with one of these beds, the villagers might not count it as a bed. So let's do that. Temporarily, we'll put ourselves a bed in here, because we can let at least set our spawn. How many villagers do we have now? Do we have any babies? Because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need 3 more. We've got 3 more spacers for them. So assuming there's no babies in here. Yeah. Come on. We need to breed a bit quicker, guys. If I can get out of here, would be good. Right. So let's start actually making some work happen then. Because we of course want the we want the lab to look quite nice. Though I also want to keep it actually looking like a lab. So the usual kind of white aesthetic I do want to keep. Oops. I knew you could break these with your hand, I just didn't realise that they just break if you do. Okay. So there we go. That's nice. Because then we can put some lights up along the wall. Like so. There we go. Let's mine there. There. And then we can mine the last 2 here. And this 2.5 stacks is not going to last very long of the diorite bricks. I know. We will deal with that in a moment. When we've run out, we will go and grab some more. But this will at least make it look like a actual designed building rather than looking as if I've just mined it out. So the idea that I have is that we could do obviously this, and then we could put like rooms off to the side. So let's say I wanted to, well, we're actually a bit further through because like here we can't go to the side as much. So maybe like past here, we can have it go off to the side at different points. However, I'm a little bit concerned about doing this next to the sheep. Because I, one, don't want the sheep to get out. But I also don't want it accidentally hit the sheep. Let me just head in here. There we go. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Right, so I think we want to put a torch in there. Yeah. So let me... If we mine all of this... Absolutely perfect. And then we can mine this wall. Because we won't let the sheep out now. So we've got past that bit. And we can fill all of this in with diorite brick. And if we actually have a villager breeder off to the side, I think that will help. So what we will do, I think, is we'll do what we can with this diorite. We can then go and get some more diorite, and then we can make a room off to the side that will be able to act as a villager breeding space. We're going 4 high, so we will do that. Okay. Right, so, yeah, we're just going to go around the villages now. 1 block at a time, which I know is slow. But I'd rather go 1 block at a time than risk the villagers getting in the way. So, and also, I don't want the villagers to manage to get in a space that if I run out while I'm doing this, I don't want the villagers to get in the way. Okay, so we've done that. We will place the excess cobblestone in here. I don't know how much cobblestone we are going to need. We're also going to need like a bunch of leaves for the iron farm, but as I say, we're not doing that today. We will do it. If I do it on video, I would end up recording the video on. We can try Monday. I know that sounded very weird because I was making my mind up while talking. We can maybe do it Monday. Depends if I actually have time to do it. We will make time at some point to make the iron farm, because I really need iron. I need a really good supply while we set ourselves up for getting mending. I've just realised my pickaxe is pretty much dead. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab some sticks and some cobblestone. I think I've left them in the lab. And inside the lab, we will put doors in place. Have I only got 2 sticks? That's really, really sad. Me make some more sticks, because I'm going to need more torches anyway, so we can do that. We can make another pickaxe. Yeah, make another pickaxe, because then I've got 2 and a bit pickaxes. We will sleep in our new bed. Our new purple bed. I know we kind of sit on the bed, it's a bit weird, but we're sleeping. Officially, we're sleeping. And then what I want to do, I just want to grab some more of the charcoal from my house. We've been smelting charcoal up. I need to maybe put some more on because I think I'm running low. Oh, actually, no, I have plenty. I didn't realise how much I'd put on, to be honest. Let's leave myself with 2 sticks so we don't mess up here. And let's go back to the cave to get some more diorite. And then, yeah, we will make an area for the villagers to breed so that we can hopefully get all of what we need. And then the issue I think we're going to have with the iron farm is unless I have loads of iron, because I'm going to probably build the iron farm high up. So it's going to be quite a large building. Just because the higher you build it up, the less chance of things spawning around it. So we basically don't want iron golems to spawn outside the farm. So I will figure that out. It does say we've got an extra viewer. So hello to whoever has joined the stream. Good to see you here. Right, where was my farming? Right, so if we go into here then, and I know this is going to break. There we go. So let's get our another pickaxe. And there we go. So we're getting a bunch of diorite again. This is probably going to go quite deep. I don't know how deep this mine actually goes in terms of diorite, so I don't know how much we can get from here. Though, to be fair, quite a lot. Because just in the 3x3s, if we stick to doing that, if we stick to mining where the 3x3 is, because then we get less stuff we don't want. Where's my torches? Here. So we did begin to mine a bit more of what we don't want there, so let's go and mine across here. And we can mine here as well. Okay, so how much have we got now? So we've got 3.5 stacks so far. We've got a zombie villager there. And we can do that. I'm guessing this is not going to break them all. Nope. Okay. So that is all the pickaxes used up. We managed to get this time just over 4 stacks of diorite. So that is absolutely perfect. However, I didn't leave myself a very good way out. Because I did just begin to go really far down. Let's get rid of the zombie. Zombies are not good for us. I was trying to be clever, never mind. Why are there so many creepers? Right. My one thing actually, I'm obviously breeding all these villagers for the iron farm. Is it a good idea to breed them all where they are? Because then I've got to move all of them. Though I suppose I can put them in boats and then I could just put the boats on leads. Yeah, it's fine. We can get them on leads and then we could just kind of pick them up from there. we put them in boats, put the boats on leads, we can then drag them out of the lab and then bring them upward in the boat. We can just fling the boat upward. Failing that, depending on where we build it, if we make a tunnel from the lab and then do a water bubble elevator, we can send the iron golems up through there. By the way, I know I said the iron golem farm will produce string. That's an unfortunate byproduct of the farm. And it's not a very nice reason as to why it happens. But it spawns cats, and the cats, unfortunately, we can't save them from the farm, so unfortunately we end up accidentally killing them. Which I know is absolutely horrible, but there's not much I can do. I wish I could stop it happening, but I can't. Like, I can't stop them spawning. And I can't force them to spawn somewhere else. So, it is the unfortunate thing of how it is. I'm going to put... actually, no, we'll keep what we've got on us. And let's make another pickaxe. And we might need to get some more sticks. What is that? A magnet. Okay. I forget what's in this pack. Like, I've got so much random stuff in the pack. I will just be back in a second. Just give me a second. Okay, I am back. I just had to quickly clean my glasses a little bit because my glasses were getting quite a bit of glare on them because of Windows and that, so wasn't very helpful because I was kind of struggling to see what was actually going on the game. But we have sorted that now, so what I'm thinking is I want to leave the sheep pen there for now. So I want to see if are these breeding yet? No. Right, okay. I will get some more stuff for them in a minute. Let me see then. So if we're gonna put another torch there, we can grab our diorite pillar. And what doors shall we use? Because we have some very nice doors in this pack. Ooh. Oh, hang on. That's because the terrain's actually a bit weird. I forget the fact that I've actually built on half this. I've built over the terrain badly, so we're just going to find like random bits of where the terrain's a bit weird. I think. Let's go... If we go 2 on either side, that works. Oops. Let's go 1, 2. 1 and 2, and there we go. Right. Now, because this is pretty good in terms of location, some of the wall we don't need to fill in. Well, we don't need to mine out first, like, because I mean, actually, a lot of it we do. Unfortunately, we do have to a lot of it. Me go round here then. There we go. And then, right. Let me make the rest of the polished diorite and diorite bricks that we can make. So it should be, yeah, just over 4 stacks, which is absolutely wonderful. I just need to go out here and mine this block. And then what we'll do is if I can make orange dye, I might have a look at making our little Amber a orange bed, because it doesn't look like we're going to get any other suggestions for the name, and anyone that does join now won't know anyway that we're wanting names, so we will call the cat Amber, I think. So thank you to Mystic Moon for that suggestion. I just made another iron stone pickaxe, that's fine. Thank you to Mystic Moon for that suggestion. It's a very nice name, so we will call our little cat Amber, and we will give it an orange bed as well, just to go with the name. Right, do we think? How much jacaranda do we have? Because I want the floor to stay jacaranda. So we have enough for like 72 planks. So we will see what we can do, because I knew that I'm speaking really weirdly. I know that I want the floor space to be bigger than what we've currently got for our villagers. And thinking about it, if this is going to be a villager breeder, can villagers open doors from the furniture add-on? I don't know. We might have to test, because I don't know the answer to that. I'm also thinking, if we've got 29 left, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we've got enough for 4 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can go 4 more back, which will hopefully be enough space for most of the villagers we need, I think. I'm just going to place some of these down on the floor for now. There we go. So this should be pretty much the space that we have for the villagers to have a breeder. Because this is all the space we have for our like this is all the resources we have. So in terms of the jacaranda floor, we only have enough for this, so that's why we've gone with this size, which I think is massively bigger anyway, so I think we're okay. I just need to figure out, do we think villagers could go through a door from the add-on? Because it doesn't look like they interact with the beds. I don't think they can... I wouldn't have thought they can interact with the doors. So they might interact with them weirdly, because obviously... What am I doing? Sorry. It's because I'm talking, so I'm like... I was just continuously placing the same block. That's fair enough. So, because obviously the villagers are from normal Minecraft, and I don't think XP Games at the time was able to change the code for a villager. I don't know. They might have. They might have been able to. I don't know what technology they have. Okay, so what we've just done is I've just gone and made some more tools, just so that we can get the ceiling hollowed out. We've not got any idea for the ceiling yet that we've done, so I might just leave it as a ceiling void. And what we can do is when we figure out what to put as the ceiling, we can fill in the whole lab in one go with all the rooms on the side. Seems like a good idea. So let's do that. Right, there we go. Perfect. So let's see, what doors do we have? Let me quickly sleep. Oh, what? There's monsters nearby. It's not good. Will it let me sleep in a sleeping bag if there's monsters nearby? It will. So I can sleep in a sleeping bag with monsters nearby. That's useful to know. Let's head out here then. Because I'm guessing there's nothing in here that I need. No, right, okay, let's have a look at what doors we have. See if villagers can get through them. And that'd be good. And then, yeah, what we can do is we will work on, as I said, getting the lab done today. Get the iron farm done tomorrow. Not tomorrow, Monday, maybe. Right, so we have the magic door. Or we do have a potential to make a third door. Or we have 4 redwood doors. I say fur, to be honest. Okay, let's make the third door. It might not look great, but I think it's maybe one of the better doors for a lab than red or a glass. I mean, the glass door works, so we can always do that. Yeah, I mean, it works. It's not the nicest door that we have, but I was going to say, by the way, the doors aren't from the Furtridon, they're from the Biomes of Plenty. I know I kind of was talk as if they're from the furniture. I don't know why. I know what add-on they're from. They're from the Biomes of Plenty add-on, so I don't know what technology they have, but I doubt they'd be able to edit with a villager's UI or AI. Let's mine all of the beds. If we mine all the beds, and then we could go into here, place down a bunch of beds. And then let's move all of these as well. And we could put these along the back wall. For now. And then let's push. See if we can get the villagers to go in here then. Just because then they're at least out of our way. Though I'm trying to get them into a 1 block space, so might not be very easy. No. Okay, we will let them hopefully go in there at night time. Will be good. Because at least like we can tear this down. Assuming the villagers don't just get in our way would be good. And if we tear this down then, we will have more space, more of an open space in the lab. And we can figure out then if we want to change the current system that's kind of not working anyway. Because what we could do is we could eventually have all of our storage going along the wall here next to where I am. Though I am going to put myself a bedroom inside the lab. Why are you jumping? What? Is it nighttime yet? No. Still daytime. Okay. So yeah, we'll mine this so that the lab is actually completed properly. I just need to grab some of the diorite bricks. I do apologise about the weather in the game. I know it is thunder and lightning and maybe very, very loud. I do apologise. Oh. My pickaxe is broke. Okay. Let's just mine that one and that one. It was like that this morning though. When I did the video that I've recorded this morning, the rain was just pouring down on Minecraft. And I'm like, please stop raining. Right, there we go. Can we... Is there a redstone torch on that wall at all? Is there a torch? No, good. There we go. So we could do that. And then if we mine along here, we can hopefully... There we go. So we have now gone and sorted the wall there. So the wall's now completed up to this point. The floor, however, is no longer completed because I don't have any more jacaranda. So we're going to have to grab some more. Because I don't think we have any in there, do we? No. We're going to have to go get some more jacaranda wood. But that's fine. Hopefully, in the meantime, the villagers will head through the door. Assuming they can pathfind through the door. They can't, can they? Can they pathfind? No. I don't think they can pathfind through the door. Let's just destroy the door for now. And then when they all go to sleep, we can open it again. Hang on, I need to shut that gate. I just suddenly thought, hang on, the villagers are loose. Ah, no, 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 no. This is the issue. Hang on, this is a bit of an issue. I seem to have a lot of zombies because of my villagers. Because obviously they want to beat my villagers up. No, thank you. There we go, right, so I just literally need like a tree. I literally only need one jacaranda tree. And that'll be okay once I've got that tree. Maybe this like little log as well. There we go. So if we destroy that, there we go. That should give us enough. Though it is weird, you know how the pathfinding works on Minecraft for the zombies? Because they're kind of like... They go up there, even though the access point's there. But for now, let's go and do that. Yep. And then what we can do is fill in the last of the floor, having it all then even. And then I imagine it will be nearly nighttime, hopefully. So the villagers might go to bed. Because then at least I can lock them in the room. In the nicest way possible, I want to lock them in their room. I know it doesn't sound nice, but, like, we need to. We need to lock them up. We need to lock them in the room. Right. I'm thinking. I'm not sure I want the track to go along there. So I might have to divert the track to go round. Just so the lab is a bit more opened up. That might be a good idea. And I mean, either way, we need to sort the chests out. And perfect. The villagers are now in there. So there we go. Right. Let me have a look then. Because I don't have enough rails on me to change the track at the minute. So the track's just going to have to stay as is. For now. I know it's not ideal to have the track just kind of going through, but... also, how much do I have? Oh, I have plenty. We still have plenty of diorite bricks, so let's just mine out all of this. And we can add in the wall in here. So let's swap back to the diorite brick. And we can go and fill this all in like so. And because actually we've got a lower ceiling in this bit at the minute, so we need to mine through. Because I've just thought, like, all of this is all not going to get changed. Right. Let me mine. Let me grab another pickaxe. There we go. And we're going to have to mine that like so. There we go. Right. And then if we keep going along here... hang on. I've broken the track. Track's broken. I've broken the track. Okay. That wasn't the idea. Right, let me... I have to break that, aren't I? Yeah. Right, let's at least get it onto the track. And then do that. Why is that not... Oh, because there's no track there. Okay. Right, there we go. It now all works again. I momentarily broke my farm transportation. Completely my own doing. I know. Very, very clever is me to break the transportation of my resources between the farms. Right. Me head up here. So, we need to fill this in on this side, which is awkward because, obviously, the transportation of the goods through the farms, or around the farms. There we go. And we have just one stack and a bit of this left. So, let's get mining the rest of this out. Oh, no, 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 not good. Not good. Let's leave them fighting for a minute, and then I'll take out whichever wins, sorry. There you go. Right, I say we place a quick torch in here, so we don't make another accidental mob farm. And yeah, we can do this, and then hopefully we can get our villagers to start breeding again. We might, however, I think I messed up by giving them wheat. Because I think if you give them bread, it works quicker. So we may have messed up a little bit. Let's just do that for a second. There we go. And if we mine along here. If we mine along there just so we can access this. And I've still got, like, near on a stack of diorite brick left, so we're okay. Right, we'll take that to there. And then we're going to need to mine this. Okay. There we go. So the walls are nearly done. The walls are so nearly done. Because we've literally got all of it going along. All 4 high. Up to a point. It's not quite finished, but it's very nearly done. Like, I just need to mine this all out. There we go. So, can we mine? Right, I've mined that, but I've taken out a redstone torch, which means I'm probably going to stop the minecart if I'm not careful. If we stick that there, that's good. Because then the only bit that's causing a problem in terms of the height of the building is the track there, which at the minute I can't do anything about. But what we can do something about is this back wall. Which, as we can quite clearly tell, was still stone. So what we will do is, I've just thought I've not continued any of the lighting through, so might be worth doing that before we have mobs spawning in. Right, if we were to continue this from here, so 1, 2, 3, it go there, okay. Well, that's awkward. For our own knowledge, let's put one there, which is going to be here. Which means it's going to go there for a minute. Right. They're 1, 2, 3, duh. 1, 2, 3, duh. Duh. Yeah? Perfect. Right. And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and sorted. Right. So we have now got lighting, which is even better. And let me grab this. So we've got 15 left, down to 6. We actually now have all of the walls of the lab are done for what we've done so far. As I say, I still want to give myself a bedroom. I still want a bedroom, which would be amazing when we have that sorted. And I want to do this. Right, okay, that'll do. So that'll do for torches, I think. We just need to place them here. There we go. And we still don't have them waking up. Right. I'm thinking... Right, let me go and put everything, all my stuff away. And obviously we said about doing an orange cat bed. So if we have Amber working in the lab, or living in the lab, we could give her a little space next to our bed in there. But if we would give her an orange bed, depending on what we have, I might have a way of doing it quite quickly. But I need to put my stone away. I have way too much cobble. Cobblestone can go in there. Right. There you go. That straight away has cleared up our pockets. Flowers. We don't have many flowers. Okay, I have a plan. Maybe not the greatest plan, but a plan. A plan that involves the travelling of many hundreds of blocks. So, in the biome that I don't know what it's called, the really big, like, flower... The biome with all the really big flowers, whatever that biome's called, has torch flowers, which I believe gives you orange dye if you put it in a crafting table. So we could grab that. Oh, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab that. I'm just going to mine all of these jacaranda trees and replant them, just because I might just do the ceiling out of jacaranda, just so that it ties it all in together. That's the plan. So we've got plenty of jacaranda now. We can replant them later. Let's go off and get the torch flower. And then, yeah, we can make an orange pet bed. And then what we will do is we will continue trying to breed the villagers. And I have decided, after last night's technical issues on streaming, I am going to attempt to stream Pokemon Pokopia. I'm going to say about 6 o'clock. We'll go and try and stream Pokopia. Just because, like, I will eat, obviously, between streams I'll eat. And also I've got to change all my cables to be on for the Nintendo Switch. So, we need to do that. Right. I need to go further this way, because we're going to the zoo. Which also, I want to use a nether portal calculator at some point. Because I am also going to make a way in which you can go through in the nether, as we do normally. I do it quite frequently, to be honest, so that's the plan. I keep forgetting about that drop. Eventually, I need to sort that drop out, because that's so going to just kill me one day. I also didn't realise spruce spawns in the fir forest, which is really useful. We've got white lavender as well, it's nice. Right. So we will go all the way over to this biome over here. And we should be able to grab a torch flower. Perfect. And if I'm right, yeah, that makes orange dye. There you go. That was the plan. So, by doing that, we can now make a pet bed, which is going to be lovely. We can make a little pet bed for Amber, our cat that we got earlier in the stream. So let's head back over to our base. We'll make that, and then we'll try and get probably some more bread. Ooh, there's a ravine there. I'll have to remember that's there. And also, at some point, I need to make a list of kind of all the dinosaurs, dragons, and all the Minecraft mobs. Just so that we can figure that out from there. And I will look into if I am available, and if I can, I might do a stream on the day of the new update coming out. My one issue with doing that is the way in which I post my schedule. I didn't save the original file, so all I have is the file with the 3 games in the order. Which was a careless decision, I will admit. So I can't really change the order of games on the channel. Otherwise it gets a bit messy. But we can figure it out. I might just do it. I might just have to post it on the current way that I do it and just say that they're kind of just have the days and dates and it'll be fine. We'll see. It depends if I'm free as well, because I don't know what I will be working at that day at the minute. I think I have the rotor, I just haven't looked at it. I don't know. I might be working, I might not be. We will have to see. If I am able to, I might come on and do a stream. It would be an evening stream because the updates don't release till like, I think normally release like 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening. So if we do stream for the new update, it will be a late stream. The stream will be pretty late for me. It'll be like 8 o'clock for me, which isn't too bad. Like, I normally do 8 o'clock streams now. So we will have a look. We will see. We will do whatever we will do. And I will always post the schedule up for you. But for now, let's shear the sheep again. There we go. And then we will make some orange wool. And then we can make some more sticks. And we can make an orange pet bed. There we go. And temporarily we'll place it there. Oh, that's so cute. It's how they sit in the bed. I didn't realise they did that. That's funny. Can I get you out of the bed? No. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Maybe we don't put the cats sitting on the bed because it's a bit weird. Oh, there's the other one. I was wondering why there seems to be less villagers. Right. Let's see if our crops are grown. Because now that we've done that, now we've done what we've done, we need to make sure that our villagers are going to breed. Because what we don't want is to have the whole lab built and then not have done the other part of getting ready for these things. And we need, obviously, to have our villagers ready for the farm, ready for the iron farm. I know we are going to end up keeping villagers in captivity, which isn't nice, but that's fine. It's not nice to keep them literally locked up, but it's the only way to make an iron farm, so we'll do it. The villagers will be fine. Maybe. I mean, they might not have much of a nice time. They're going to be like maybe 10 blocks in the air, depending on how I do it. And it's nighttime. Of course it is. Because villagers sleep longer than everyone else. Come on. Become late enough for me to sleep, please. And there we go. So we've done 108 days in this world. Wow. 108 days in this world is insane. Let me go in here then. And let's put mob griefing on. Which may equally mean they can open the door. Depends if opening doors is classed as griefing. In terms of the mobs. There we go. We'll give him some of that. And we will make some bread. Which I think's the quickest way to get them to do it. And so there we go. Villagers now should begin to breed, hopefully. Let's see how much wool we have. We have enough for 5 more beds. Nice. Hey, we have some babies. We have some baby villagers. So that takes us, I think, to 7 villagers. Oh, hang on. No, 8 villagers. And looks like we're about to get 9th. Perfect. Okay, so we're doing well on getting villagers now. We will continue to increase the numbers. Like, I think, because obviously we need 20, realistically, is what we need. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We've got 13 beds. Which is fitting. It is the 13th of March when we are doing this. I'm going to let the villagers finish breeding, and then we will figure out how many we have. Because, obviously, 13 villagers is what we can have. So, that's all good, right. I'm going to have to wait for it to become night time to figure out how many I have. Because we have obviously the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 adults, and we have at least, is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 children, I think. So we could have 10 villagers. And it looks like that's all they're going to give us at the minute. Okay. Which means we only have beds for 3 more. But we will do that. Hello to everyone that is currently watching the stream. Hope everyone is enjoying. Hope everyone is okay today. Let me see. Right. Have I got a shovel? I do. Good. Because I'm going to... While we wait for them to... While we wait for the crops to grow, we're going to do the ceiling of the lab, I think. While we wait for our crops to grow so we can make more villagers, we may as well do some more work on finishing off the building. And then, as I say, this should give us plenty of resource for, yeah. This should give us plenty of resource for an iron farm. That's what I need. So let me go and we will just mine this in the 3x3. So that I could do my 3x3 mining. Or digging. And then we'll do it again there. And we'll do one there, that will. And then we can just mine out all of that. And then for now, I won't do the rest of it just yet. Just because I want to make sure I've got enough for what's currently mined out. So we will do this. And then what we need to do is, once we've got this, we need to get some more leaves. But I want to get, like, proper leaves. By proper leaves, like, I want leaves from Minecraft rather than from Biomes of Plenty or anything. So, I want, like, oak leaves or spruce leaves. Spruce and oak's easier because that's what's local to me. I don't know where there's anything else, to be honest, so that's going to be the easiest one to do. Just going to do that. Right, so annoyingly, you can't speed build with the jacaranda planks. I really wish I could, but we can't. I mean, that wasn't bad. That was pretty good for speed building with these blocks. And we've nearly finished, like, this half of the lab. And there we go. We have the lab halfway finished on the ceiling. Halfway. It's not bad. And then, should we take one last look of... Take another look of Amber in the little seat. That is really weird. Hang on. That is horrible. The legs don't connect to the cat. That looks so weird. Oh. I've just realised, you can't see that yet. Oh, my screen's not live. Hang on. Right, okay, let's, take the cat out of the bed so that we can stop having the weird view of, that. And we have another cat. And we have another cat. We'll wait for it to come back to us. And then we can feed this one. And we'll have another cat. There we go. We've got another cat. So, there is, I think, 9. Oh, God. I think there's like 9 types of cats. Right. How many babies do we have now? 1, 2, 3... Okay, I think we still only have 5 babies, maybe. I don't know. It's difficult to count because they won't stay still. Right. Let's go and then do this. So, this is mostly stone, which is good. Though my pickaxe is broken. So, let's go make a new pickaxe. We'll make a new pickaxe so we can continue mining the ceiling out. And we should have enough jacaranda to do the full ceiling, I think. Let's go from up here. There we go. Okay, right. And then we can mine this, but we can't mine where the track is. Okay. So we're just gonna do this all the way along. So we'll do that, and then I'm just gonna mine where it kind of went wrong. Oh no, why can I not place these blocks in the right place? I've done it again. Honestly, right, let's go up here for a second. Okay. I'm just also, in a second, I'm going to check the time of day. I know my placing of the planks is a bit weird, but it's quicker than single placing everything. Right, there we go. Is it night time yet? Yes, it is night time. So, right, how many villages do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, okay. I can confirm 10 villagers, which is perfect. So, obviously we say we need 20-ish. Like, we don't need 20. At the stands of it, we only need 10 at least. We need a minimum of 10. But I think 20 is a better number because that's, you get better rewards for the more villages you have. So, but there we go. So we have the ceiling in place as much as we can do, which is absolutely wonderful. So what we will do is hang around in here for a moment. I'm also going to I'm going to make some chests. Let's make 6 chests. And we will place them along this wall. Place them just along here. Just so that I can take a bunch of this. Ah, there's an issue. We have a lot of cobblestone that's ending up in the system, which is not good. And I just want to do that. Right, there we go. So, what I'm also going to do is with the melon slicers, I'm going to turn them into melon. Just to save space in my chests. Because we have a lot of melon slice. There we go. And we will take the lemon melon. That's clever. Right, we'll take the melon from there. And we will just stick that along there so that we don't have issues. And let's make some more melon. It is absolutely crazy how much we have. Let's just grab the last bit. There we go. And that is another 58 melon. So we have. So bear in mind, each one of these is 9 melon. And we've got nearly 3.5 stacks of melon. And each of the blocks is 9 melon slice, so that's a lot. Sugarcane and pumpkin's a bit easier. Like, we can't compress those down. So we are just gonna take all of what we have out. Which is a crazy amount. Like, I have loads of sugarcane. Me place my pumpkins in there. Let's put the sugar away like so. I just put the 3 slices in there. And then we can grab a bunch more sugarcane. There we go. Right, so sugar. So how much sugarcane do we have? Because obviously it's been split between 2 chests for ages. So I don't know actually how much we have. There we go, that'll do. So we have an absolute ridiculous amount. We have just 28 stacks of sugarcane. That's a lot. 28 stacks of sugarcane. Wow. I think we could probably turn that farm off. What do you reckon? Turn the farm off? I think if we were to turn that farm off, we would not use that much sugarcane for ages. Though we need it because we can make it into paper to trade with villagers. That's what we can do. Can I place these in here? There we go. Just so I can grab all of this and pull it in chests back at our base. Though I think it's best to sleep first. It's going to be best to sleep first because I don't want to die from mobs. Which are going to be hanging around. Like, we're going to probably have loads of zombies around the base. Like, that lab is just going to be swamped with zombies, I think. Then we can't have any more than like 2 villagers in the lab at any one time once we've built the farm. Once the iron farm's built, we need to control villager numbers over in that area a bit more. So the lab can't be a villager trading hall because otherwise the iron farm would have to be 150 blocks away from the lab. And I am not doing that. I am not putting the lab 150 blocks away from the iron farm. So we're gonna move the villagers eventually. So we will only ever have 2 at a time. And that'll be controlled by beds. Every villager will have a bed. And then if I need to breed some more, I can breed them, move them all in one go. So that we can get them away from the farm. Because provided it's 150 blocks away, say, from like the central tower thing. So provided we're 150 blocks away from that, we're okay. We need to organise this at some point as well. But I'm not doing that right now. What we're going to do for now is... yeah, so nothing's grown. I'm going to say we can afford to give up half of our potato farm to breeding villagers. No more than this, because otherwise we will run out of potatoes. I do eat a lot of potatoes. So, let's give the 57 potatoes to our villagers. Drop the poisonous potato in the water. Yeah, give these to the villagers so that they will start making some more babies. There we go. And they're already starting to breed some more. Right, okay, so I've figured out if we actually want to get 20 beds in the room, we can't fit 20 beds in at the minute. So we're going to have to move the composters, some of them, like, basically, we're just going to do this. Oops, oops. See, this is why babies need to stop just hiding in the composters. Can we stop standing in the aisle, please? Stop standing in the aisle. There we go. That's where your composts are going, because then I can fill the floor, rest of the floor with the beds, and you will all be able to have as many beds as we require. Let's grab some more planks so we can make some more beds. Only one, because I've run out of wool. But that means we now have 60. So we can now have 16 villagers. Which is absolutely wonderful. 16 villagers. 4 more needed. Till we have the golden amount that we need. But for now, for the rest of the stream, let's go and... Do we have random 2 iron here? We do. Perfect. Let me make another pair of shears. Let's hang around in this general area. Kind of. Kind of in this area. Because we need to get some leaves. I don't know how many leaves. But we don't want the flowering leaves. The flowering leaves don't matter to me. They can be stored for the farm, although to be honest I want to use willow leaves for the farm. I want to use the willow leaves from the furniture add-on for the farm. That's what I want to do. Right, 38. Wait, did I use dark oak leaves? Oh no, I thought it said dark oak. I was gonna be like, what? Should be oak leaves. Right, let me have a look. Okay, just have a look how many leaves we actually need. So it says we need around about 80 leaves. So if we say that's correct, we're going to need a bit more in the way of leaves. So what we will do is head around here, because we should have... Yeah, more trees around here. So we can shave the trees, and then we can chop them. Because if we do that, that'll do well. And then we could chop the tree with the one leaf on top. And we already have nearly enough. Because we're going to need... It'll be... Well, that's 84. So we actually have enough leaves. Perfect. Just what we needed. Right. So we have enough leaves. We have enough blocks. We just need more villagers. And then we have enough for the farm. And then we just have the painful task of moving all the villagers to the farm. So what we will do is, because we have nothing else, actually, can we fill, I'm guessing I've been really silly. Will villagers just pick up melon? Do we think? Will they pick up melon slice? Will they pick up melon slices? I don't know, to be honest. They don't seem to be picking it up. Though that might be because it's bedtime. And we currently have 12 villagers, which is nice. So we have 12 villagers. We need 8 more then. But we should now actually have enough for the minimum requirement for a Minecraft Bedrock Iron Farm. Why do I never have any planks? Actually, I can use the wood. I can use oak wood. I can use oak wood. There we go. And there we go. Right, beds. Which means that we only need 2 more beds. And the one sheep has supplied all the wool for the entire thing. We have a very busy sheep who's done all the wool for 20 something beds. Right. No, will these not pick? Okay, they won't pick melon up. Great. Never mind. That was meant to be a clever idea, but they won't pick melon up. I thought they'd pick up any crops, but maybe not. Will they pick pumpkins up? I doubt it. If they don't pick melon up, I doubt they'll pick pumpkins up. Nope, they won't pick pumpkins up. Okay. So they will only pick up, like, potato, carrots, and wheat. So it looks like we're just going to be waiting a while. So with that, seeing as we're going to be hanging around just breeding villagers, I will end the stream here. Thank you very much for watching me build or finish the walls and ceiling and floor of the lab. We now have a usable space for when we have more farms, we can make it work even better. Between now and next week's stream, I'll try and get the iron farm built, and I'll try and get obviously all the villagers we will need for that. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next stream. Goodbye.